This is the best Facebook ad strategy for business owners para makuha ng customers. I'm Thibault Lim and I run a marketing firm that has generated over 13 billion in client sales over the last decade. And what I'm about to show you is a never-before-seen recorded training in our company kung saan I train my internal marketing team how to run ads without tech experience, without spending a lot of money, and without monitoring the account daily. Watch this. So what we're going to be covering today is number one, I'm going to be setting expectations. No, number two, I'm going to be sharing with you. Number two is I'm going to walk you through our sales process. Okay, kasi ideally this training talaga is for the people who in the acquisition team, and I'm doing this training para to like sum it up. Everything I've learned in the past decade and share it with you in an hour, okay? How many of you would want me to share with you a decade of learnings and deliver it to you in just an hour? Can you give me a number one in the chat? Okay, so I'll be sharing with you yung sales process namin. And now, to be specific, I'm only gonna be sharing with you what's applicable lang for the company, okay? For me to be able to sum it up in just in an hour, okay? How ads work, where is the best platforms to run ads, the basic ad setup, types of ad creatives, what to say in the ad, how to reduce ad cost, determining what is a winning and a losing ad, creating unlimited, how to create unlimited ad creatives, okay? System in creating ads and tips, okay? All right, so let's get started. So first off, expectations lang, is what I'm going to be sharing with you is like 10 years of experience and 100 million plus in ad spend. So this is not something I just learned in YouTube or Google and then started teaching it to you. This is something I've been doing it for the past 10 years and sharing with you what worked and what didn't work, okay? Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you in the next hour, also, is only the 20% that brought 80% of the results, okay? So I would not be sharing, everything about ads, no? So if you're here expecting that you're going to be learning, all the advanced things, then no, that's not what I'm going to be sharing with you in this session, okay? I'm just only going to be sharing with you what generates the most profit, okay? Because some advertisers start sharing with you numbers like click-through rate, numbers like cost per impression, what else? Numbers like, ano pa ba? Like lookalike audiences, custom audiences, all these crazy things, but after spending a lot in ads, I created a process that's so simple that a newbie could actually do it, okay? So that's what I'm going to be sharing. Also, I believe in simple scales, fancy fails. So if you create something fancy, it's very hard to scale kasi marami kang kailangang gawin, no? But if you create something simple, it's very easy to duplicate and it's easy to scale kasi if simple siya, small things go wrong lang. Okay?
Recording in progress.
And I'm only going to be covering strategy for now. No tech, because you can easily find that in YouTube. So I don't want to waste your time because you can easily check on how to create an ad on Facebook, how to create an ad on TikTok, and so on. Clear? So now, let's go ahead. First off, is sales process, okay? So I'll discuss with you the sales process. So to give an idea, to make an ad work, there are really three things in place, no? The ad, the sales process, and the offer, okay? Most of the time, the reason why an ad doesn't work, it's because of the offer and then the sales process and then the ad. The good thing about this kasi is because we have already tested the offer and the sales process. So in short, when you're gonna run ads to this, sure sure na this is already working because we have already done the testing before we made the interns run ads to this, okay? But just letting you know that if an ad is not working, most of the time, it's the offer and then the sales process. So I'm not going to discuss how to create an offer, how to create a sales process. I discussed it in my workshops, and for the interns who are performing well, you have the opportunity to have access to my workshops, which is 100,000. We sell it for 100,000, but for the interns who deserve, you're going to be given an opportunity to get a ticket to join our workshops. Okay, so the goal of the ads, okay, is just to promote this front end offer. Okay, so this front end offer is an AI summit, and it's just 1,000 pesos. Okay, so if you could see, when they click on an ad, they land on this page, and it shares the story, what they're gonna get, blah 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 blah. And even if this is something long, and if there's a video, there's a long form sales letter, no, it only sells a 1,000 pesos offer. Okay, so if you could see, when you click on the button, no, they can choose now in person or online. So what I've learned in advertising kasi was, before I was targeting only an in-person. For example, no, I do a workshop in Cebu, I do a workshop in Manila, in Davao, and so on. The challenge there is the cost is expensive, the narrower the audience is. What does that mean? No? If I'm just targeting Cebu only versus whole Philippines, naturally the cost targeting Cebu only is more expensive than targeting the whole Philippines. So my mistake before was I was targeting Davao only, Cebu only, Manila only, because I was doing only in-person workshops. Okay, so yun nga, the challenge there, it's 2, 3, or even 5 times more expensive to get a lead. I remember our cost per lead that time was like 100 pesos to get an in-person lead. Lead pa lang yan and when the pandemic hit, we started targeting the whole Philippines, which is, we got like 5 to 10 pesos per lead. So just imagine how cheap it got when we started targeting the Philippines. So in short, the first lesson here is, the broader the market in terms of targeting, the cheaper your ads become, because you're giving Facebook more freedom, no, who to target. Okay, so this is in terms of targeting. Kumbaga, you're not restricting lang in terms of location. The bigger the location, the better it is. Okay. So kaya what we have an in-person and we have online. Okay. So therefore, we can target anywhere. Okay. Filipinos who live in Mindanao or in Zamboanga or wherever, no. So this way is we mas kampante tayo na mas mura yung ads, no? Based on results, based on our data, no? 50% join the in-person and 50% join online on average. So 50-50 siya. Okay. So in terms of conversion, ibig sabihin, kasi the goal lang naman talaga ng AI Summit is to upsell the core offer, which is the bootcamp. Okay. So that's it. The only goal of AI Summit is to give value to upsell the 16x, which is the main offer. Ngayon, in terms of conversion, in-person converts well than online. Based on numbers, we have a 16% conversion in-person and a 4% conversion online. Ibig sabihin, in-person, we are making 4 times higher conversion. Okay? So, kaya kahit mas mahal yan, okay lang because we're making 4 times more. Okay. So they're gonna choose online in-person. The price is the same, by the way. So the goal is to have more in-person than online. Okay. Let's say in-person pipiliin. Now they can choose 2 schedules. December 11, December 20. This way, hindi sila magbabounce, hindi sila mag-exit just because hindi sila available on those dates. So we put at least 2 schedules. Kasi if hindi sila available sa 11, pwede sa 20. No? So yun. And then, what we also figured out, no, is if you notice our events are on the weekdays, it's the first time that we tried it that way, and we are getting, I feel like the people who are joining on the weekdays are really business owners. So therefore, we're getting more quality people. Okay, so the goal here, guys, is not just to get quantity attendees, but also quality. The quality attendees are business owners who has a team, who are scaling, who has the funds. Okay, because they are the easiest to get results rather than a new business owner na who's still figuring things out. Okay, so dito is there's 3 types of tickets, no? Super early bird, and regular pass. So actually, the price of the ticket talaga is $999. But the problem kasi is if it is still December 11, okay? And we're still, November, 9, no? When do you usually buy a ticket? Malayo pa yung event or malapit na? Like normally. Okay, can you type in the chat? Near or far? Okay. When do you usually buy a ticket? Diba? Near, diba? Yung like tomorrow na or next week na, no? But in terms of running ads, we can't run ads like a week before. Okay. Why? Because how can I explain this? So I'm gonna share. So what I'm gonna do right now is share my. So what's gonna happen is, let's say you have an ad budget of 500,000 pesos, okay? And the goal is to bring in 500 participants, okay? So ngayon, if you're gonna run ads in a week, okay, that's 500K divided by 7. That means you have to spend, divided by 7, you have to spend 71,000 pesos per day in ads, okay? Ngayon, if let's say you run it for a month, no? So 500K divided by 30, 500,000 divided by 30, so that is 16,000 a day, okay? Rules ads is usually the lower the budget, the cost is lower. The higher the budget, the cost is higher. Gets ba? So ngayon, if people are naturally, when you run ads na matagal pa yung event, people are not buying. Okay? And you cannot also run ads a week before kasi this is gonna be so expensive. Itong ano na to, 71,000 a day compared to 16,000 a day. Are you following so far? Okay. So naturally, mas mahal yung 71K per day rather than the 16K per day. So in short, to have the best cost possible, we want to run it like 3 to 4 weeks before the event, which is ideally eto, no? Now, there's another challenge, no? How can you make someone buy a ticket right away? How can you make someone buy a ticket right away na malayo pa yung event? Sa tingin nyo? Okay? You need some sort of an urgency offer. Okay? In short, how you do it is, okay, first 100, here's the price. First 300, here's the price. First 500, here's the price. Okay? So that they want to buy the ticket early. Okay? Gets ba? So that's what we're doing here. Okay na? So that's what we're doing here. No? We are putting no na okay, first 100. So eto, this is actually just a marketing strategy. And it doesn't have actually a price actually, no. But we made it sold out yung first 100 to give the impression, oh, people are already buying, so therefore I should buy. Kasi if alam nila na sila yung unang bibili, if ikaw, I have a question for you, no. If malaman mo na ikaw yung unang bumili ng ticket, no, bibili ka ba? Or dun ka lang bibili pag ikaw yung pinakahuli, di ba? So we want to give the impression that, oh, like there's already 100 people here, and you know, nasa gitna na kami. Kumbaga, hindi sila yung pinakahuli, hindi sila yung pinakauna. You gets? So, early bird pa rin tayo, pero yung super early bird sold out na. Okay? So now, okay, they're gonna buy the 999 ticket, and also letting them know na, hey, if you buy late, it's gonna be more expensive. I think I'm planning to increase this to 1999. There's still people who buy late, but just the more mahal to, like the more, okay, I have to buy the ticket now kasi if not, mas mamahal siya. So now they're gonna choose the early bird rate, okay? Ngayon, after they choose the early bird rate, the next goal is to increase the order size. Okay? Ibig sabihin nan, how can we make them not just buy one, but buy 2, 3, 4, 5? So we do that through what we call a quantity break. Okay? So you can buy 1 ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets, 4 tickets, 5 tickets, so they can bring the team. No? So ibig sabihin is if they buy 3 tickets, just like that, we have already sold 3 tickets just from one person. Hindi na kailangan isa-isa talaga. No? So let's say they buy 2 tickets, okay? And then if you noticed, I place here, I'm ready to complete my payment now, to pre-frame them na, okay, they're gonna pay na. So I click yes, and then they're gonna be redirected to the payment, no? So where they can pay through GCash, they can pay through whatever. So I'm gonna sample. So Fibo in, then okay, continue, and they can pay through credit card, e-wallet, GrabPay, GCash, or direct debit, no? So hindi to yung manual na dati kasi parang you have to pay and then take a screenshot and then upload your receipt. Eto wala nang upload, they just pay right away and then that's it. We already know what they have already paid. Okay, so automated na siya. Ito pa malupit, no? Some people fill out their details but don't complete their payment. Tama? May follow-up na kami after that. Okay? Now, what we're developing right now is a ticketing system wherein after they have paid, no? So, okay, balik tayo dito. This is gonna be the process. Share screen again. Okay, so what we're developing right now is, let's start first with ads, no? Ads, and then they go through this sales page. Yung website na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, that's called the sales page, okay? After that, they pay, they check out and pay. Tama? After they check out and pay, the problem kasi here is, what if they ordered 5 tickets? Okay? How do you know who are the names of those 5 tickets? Okay? So that's where they go to the next phase, which is they activate their ticket. Okay? The purpose why we want them to activate their ticket, it's because we want to collect customer information. No? We want to collect, what's their business, how much they're making in terms of sales, how many employees do they have, and so on and so on. Okay? Pero kasi, these informations, we cannot collect it before they pay because it's an additional resistance. Just imagine, I let you fill out a long form before you pay. No, I let you pay first, and then you fill out this long form. Gets mo? So, the reason why we also want them to fill out this long form, it's because we want to collect customer data so that we know, okay, who are the people attending the workshop? Are the people attending the workshop have employees ba? Do they have the money? No? Kumbaga, ma-analyze natin, okay, bakit hindi sila bumibili? Is it because my pitch is bad or the market that we attracted is not quality? Okay, we do that through collecting customer data. Now, when they activate their ticket, ibig sabihin yan, if they bought 5 tickets, they're gonna activate 5 tickets. Okay, ibig sabihin, each person is gonna fill out their name and so on. Okay, limang tao. Ngayon, we got their customer information. After they fill out their 5 tickets, the next thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna receive na their e-ticket in email. Okay? Sa ngayon, we're in the process of developing this system. So probably by next week, done na to. Automated na yan lahat. Okay? They're gonna receive their e-ticket. When they go to the event, we're just gonna scan their QR code. Okay. So, ganun na siya. They go to the event, we're gonna scan their QR code, just like that, we know what's gonna be the attendance rate. So, guys, everything that I'm gonna be sharing with you is numbers. Okay. How many of you here hate math? Can you type number 1 in the chat? Okay. And how many of you love math? Type number 2 in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Now, my interns also hate math. Okay. But when I ask, okay, why do you hate math? Because yung perception nila sa math is like algebra, geometry, chemistry, ano pa, all these crazy things. But math really is just knowing how to plus, how to minus, how to multiply, and how to divide. This is just what you do, okay? You just need to plus, minus, multiply, or divide, okay? And it's just a matter of, okay, ano yung ipa-plus mo, ano i-divide mo, okay? Because in business, the language of business, the universal language of business is math. Okay? If you don't know how to deduct your cost, right, you will never know how to make a profit. Does that make sense? So what I'm sharing with you is this, so that you know what to measure. Because your weight is numbers. The food that you're eating is also numbers because that's calories. Everything that we do is numbers. When we buy a house, it's numbers. Diba? Ilang square meter, and so on. Would you agree? Even our pay as an employee is numbers. Even our time in, time out is numbers. Because we can only track through numbers. You gets? Even when we judge a pageant, it's numbers, right? 1 to 10, right? Even in giving feedback, it's also numbers. Diba? How would you rate this person? 1 to 10, 1 to 5. Are you following so far? Okay. So, ayun, that's like the process or system. So in short, all the back end kasi, we've already taken care of that. One thing that we need support and help is the ads. Because itong back end, all we have to do is just build it once and then just improve it over time. But the ads part, okay, that's something na need siya ng continuous, and the frequency of innovation is even more. Because ito yung nakikita ng tao, yung ads. Only a few people actually see the back end, diba? Like millions of people see the front end, but only like 0.001% buys and see the back end.
By the way, kung negosyante ka pero pakiramdam mo ikaw pa rin gumagawa ng lahat at gusto mo magkaroon ng system that works even without you, join me in my upcoming scaling workshop kung saan I will reveal how to build a system that brings in high-paying clients without relying on referrals. At dahil subscriber kita, I'm giving you a free ticket to join this event. To claim it, click the link in the description or go to fibolim.com/scale.
So next is, I want to discuss how ads work, okay? So, to set expectations, ads is just basically like a printing machine, no? What do I mean by that? Every time you put 1,000 pesos in, you want to get 2,000 pesos out, okay? I put 1,000 pesos in, I get 2,000 pesos out. Parang ganun, okay? For that to happen, there's two things that should happen, no? I got balloons. Okay. You should know how to run ads, and you should know how to get attention. And the second thing is convert that attention into sales. Okay. Now, converting that attention into sales, that's already taken care of because that's through the offer and sales process. Ngayon, the acquisition team's goal is probably 80% is getting attention. Actually, 50-50 pala, no? Getting attention and converting them because it's the content team's role to get attention. Okay? Ngayon, what we want to understand is, if the goal is to be profitable in running ads, how does the algorithm work in terms of advertising? Okay? Because how many of you have experience, no? You've tried running ads. Oh, I just want to see the audience pala, no? Can you type number 5 in the chat if you have tried running ads before? Type number 6 if you have not tried running ads. No experience yet. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, medyo maraming may experience, no, in running ads. So, ako, even if I had the experience in running ads, okay, even if I had the experience in running ads, it took me a long time to discover this basic thing. Okay, what is this basic thing? If you're the platform, your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, no? What is the purpose of running ads? Okay. So, I want you to understand that each platform have 2 clients. The first client is the users. The second client of the platform is the advertisers. Now, here's my question, no? Bakit pa kailangan mag-run ng ads yung platform? Sige nga, pakisagot in the chat. Bakit kailangan pa mag-run ng ads yung platform? Pwede namang hindi, di ba? Pwede namang content na lang, no? May content creator, tapos walang ads, ganun. Because the platform needs to what? Make money. Di ba? Ngayon, bakit hindi na lang puro ads na lang? Kasi kung make money pala, edi, di ba? Content, tapos ads, content, ads, content, ads. So, kada scroll mo, content, ads, content, ads. Puro ads na lang tayo. Bakit hindi ganun? Because, yes, the users will now leave. Okay? So, in short, if the users will leave, they have no one to advertise to. So if you notice, when I say platform, this goes not just on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. This even goes to radio, television, and every single media platform. Clear? Even television, di ba? Teleserye, ads. Teleserye, ads. Hindi din pwede ads kasi no one will watch. Hindi din pwedeng teleserye kasi they don't make money. So they need to have some sort of a balance wherein how can we provide content to users that they're gonna stay long, but at the same time, run ads that we're gonna make money. Clear? So in short, okay, your goal as an advertiser is number 1. The primary goal of an advertiser is what? To give the user a good experience. Okay? Not to make money. Not to convert. Okay? What does that mean? If you're running ads on Facebook and yung ads mo gave a good experience in terms of product purchase or probably the ads that you run, the content, no, or your sales process or whatever that is, you gave a good experience ng users, what's gonna happen? The platform will reward you. Can you type the word reward? The platform will reward you, and how the platform rewards you is it will charge you less. Okay? So what that means is, if maganda yung ad mo, maraming nagkiklik, maraming nanonood, what's gonna happen is the platform will reward you by charging you less, and it will serve it to more people. Ngayon, if the ad naman is not giving a good experience, the platform will charge you more. What does that mean, no? Not all ads, hindi siya ibig sabihin na, for example, let me share screen again. One moment. Okay. So, it does not mean kasi in ads, no, na for example, let's say ad 1, okay, and then add 2. It does not mean na if you spent 1,000 pesos here, okay, you're automatically gonna get, 1,000 views. Or let's say 10,000 views. Okay. 10K views. And then if you spend 1,000 pesos here, you're automatically gonna get 10,000 views. It does not work that way. Okay? How it works is, if ad 1, for example, no, this is a good ad, it gave a good user experience to the users. And ad 2 is a bad ad, it gave a bad user experience. What does that mean? Ad 1, when I say good experience, the users had fun. Kumbaga, they watched, they retained, they watched it again. Ad 2, they never clicked on your ad. Okay? So that's a bad experience. So what this means is, if good yung ad number 1, the 1,000 pesos mo, possible, no? It's gonna be shown to 50,000. It's gonna have 50,000 views. It's kumbaga, Facebook or the platform will reward you by giving you more attention. Okay? If eto bad ad to, hindi 10,000 views ibibigay sa'yo. Possible ibibigay sa'yo, 2,000 views lang. So that's why you're gonna see there are ads na maraming purchases with the same budget. Okay? Let's say this will get 20 purchases, but ad 2 only has 2 purchases. It's because it's the platform telling you, hey, the audience is not engaging in ad number 2. So therefore, the more you run it, the more we will penalize you by giving you lesser views. So therefore, what you do, you want to kill ad number 2 and you want to scale ad number 1. Okay? Later, i-discuss ko yan. Nagigets nyo ba? So para siyang kabayo, no? Let's say you have this horse number 1, horse number 2, and horse number 3, no? And you're betting in this game of how do you call this game? Horse back riding game. Horse racing, no? And now you're betting, okay? Sige. So you can bet, 1,000 pesos here, 1,000 pesos here, 1,000 pesos here. However, ito yung malupit, no? Let's say tumatakbo na yung kabayo. Ngayon, okay, let's say this is the finish line. Finish line. Okay. Ngayon, let's say horse 1 is here na, horse 2 is here, and then horse 3 is just here. Okay? Ngayon, ito malupit. Kahit hindi pa tapos yung finish line, you have the chance for you to reallocate your bet. Okay? And you can bet more or bet less. So what are you gonna do sa tingin mo? If horse 2 is winning, horse 1 is like there, and then horse 3 is like blue. Sabihin natin horse 1 is here, ganyan, and horse 3 is dyan. So what are you gonna do with this scenario? Okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna reallocate, no? Probably, tanggalin mo yung bet mo dito sa horse 3, no? Tanggalin mo yan. Probably you're gonna give additional 500 dito sa horse 2, and then you're gonna give additional 500 dito sa horse 1, because horse 1 and horse 2 is somewhat winning. Tama? So what did you just do? No? You eliminated the losing horse. Tinanggal mo yung bets mo doon. Nagdagdag ka dito sa horse 2 tsaka horse 1 kasi nananalo si horse 2 tsaka horse 1. What if I tell you this is how ads actually work? Okay? The good thing lang is you have a lot of horses. You can like bet as many horses. So hindi lang tatlo, you can even bet 100 horses. That's 100 ads. And you can start allocating, no? So probably sa 100 na yon, maliit lang yung binibigay mo na budget. Tapos habang tumatakbo, okay, the 20 ads are not working, so I will kill it. 10 ads are working, so I will add more budget sa 10 ads. Okay? Are you learning so far? Can you give me a number 3 in the chat if you're learning? Okay. Sige. All right, so let's proceed. Okay? So what this means is the goal is just to give a good user experience to the users because that is what the platform wants. Okay? So clear ba? Right. Now next, no? Where do we run ads? So since we're on social media, we're not gonna do television or radio ads. The top 3 is Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube ads. Probably this is according to order. Facebook first, second TikTok, and then third YouTube. I have already tried running ads in all. Okay? Ngayon, bakit ba kailangan mag-run ng ads sa tatlo na yon? Pwede namang isa. Actually, pwede naman talaga. Okay? Pero as what I've shared, no? Balik tayo sa whiteboard. Let's say you're gonna be spending 50,000 a day in ads. Okay? So, ano yung sinabi ko kanina, 'di ba? The more expensive the ads is or the advertising budget is. Kumbaga, kung 50,000 yung advertising budget mo per day compared to 5,000 per day, obviously, the 50,000 per day in terms of cost, for example, dito you're spending 200 pesos to get a customer. Probably dito you're spending 400 pesos to get a customer. Does that make sense? So, 200 pesos to get a customer, 400 pesos to get a customer. Why? Because law of economics, mas mataas yung ad budget mo, typically mas tataas yung cost. Okay? Let me explain why. Okay, I'll dive in deeper in terms of this, no? So, let's say this is your audience. Okay? So, etong gitna, this is the soup, this is like the hot audience. No? Etong gilid, this is like the warm. Eto, this is like the cold. What does that mean, no? Kung maliit lang yung budget mo sa ads, ang unang ita-target ni Facebook is what? The hot. So, ibig sabihin, these are the cheapest. Okay? These are the cheapest. Ngayon kasi, when you spend more, mauubos yung hot audience. Clear? So ngayon, natatamaan na naman yung warm. So parang doon nagmamahal na. No? Ngayon, as you spend more, mauubos naman yung warm, matatamaan naman yung cold, kaya mas nagmamahal pa siya. Kasi, tina-target mo yung taong cold na. When I say cold, kumbaga hot, ibig sabihin ng hot, the pain is very high. Sabihin lang natin, in this case, let's put it that way. They know, like, and trust you, and they're in deep pain, and they're likely to buy. Warm is, probably they don't know much about you, but the pain is high. Cold is they don't know who you are, and they don't have a pain. Okay? You're like selling a burger to someone who's not hungry. Gets mo? It's because, pag maliit yung budget mo, again, you target the hot only. As you increase, you target the warm. As you increase more, you target the cold. So actually, dun mo malalaman yung isang magaling na advertiser if based on the ad spent, not based on the ROAS. ROAS kasi is called return on ad spent. Ibig sabihin, you spent 1,000 pesos, you made 5,000 pesos back, so that is a 1:5 return on ad spent or 5x, no? Usually, pag maliit yung budget mo, okay? Pag maliit yung budget mo, you only target the hot audience. What happens, your ROAS or your return is high. Okay? The problem is, they use the high return as hype. You know, I spent 1,000 pesos and I made 20,000. Okay. Try spending 1 million. If you're still gonna get the same numbers. Okay? Pag warm na yung audience mo, the return becomes lower. Pag cold, the returns becomes very low. So ngayon, the challenge of an advertiser is, how do you spend as much? Okay? How do you spend high in advertising but have a high return or ROAS or return of investment, high ad spent, and have high return. Okay, that's the challenge of an advertiser, not just high ROAS. Clear? Okay. Learning. Can you type number 2 in the chat? Learning. Now, I had to go a little bit more deep and technical para mas ma-understand kasi knowing that a lot of you are already advertisers. Okay. All right. So, ngayon, hindi ko pala na-discuss bakit tatlong platform, no? Okay. So, nung sinabi ko sa inyo na the higher the ad spend, the higher the cost. Ngayon, if your goal is to spend 50,000 a day in ads, okay? If you do Facebook, you're spending that in Facebook. But if you do Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, you divide the 50,000 to 3. So if you divide that to 3, no, probably you spend 16K on Facebook, 16K on YouTube, TikTok, 16K. So parang generally speaking, it's possible that you get the highest return, highest ROAS or ROI. If you distribute it to 3 platforms, then just bubuhusin mo to Facebook. Generally speaking, okay? But this doesn't always work this way because possible kasi mas mura talaga yung Facebook. Possible din, mas mura talaga yung TikTok. Possible, mas mura talaga yung YouTube. But the goal is, how can you have the highest return with a high ad spend? And one of the ways is to distribute it to different platforms. Okay? Clear ba? Okay. So, let's now go back to the, So, when I was running YouTube ads before, Shorts did not exist back then. So, I had to create a different ad on YouTube, a different ad on Facebook, and a different ad on TikTok. Before kasi, how I run ads was, I created a 4x5 format for Facebook, portrait for TikTok, and then landscape for YouTube. So, it was that exhausting. No? But because Facebook, YouTube started copying TikTok, even Pornhub started copying TikTok by having, its own shorts, right? Ngayon, you can create a portrait ad and run it on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Because YouTube ngayon, malakas yung shorts eh. So, even if you watch a landscape video, if you have a ad na portrait, good pa din. So, very easy to run ads and create content nowadays. Okay? So, here's my recommendation, portrait for TikTok Reels and Shorts for Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So, you can create one ad and then just start. Then, pwede mo nang ma-run sa Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay? Learning so far, can you type number 5 in the chat? Okay. Next, okay. For the beginners, I'm gonna walk you through, but I'm not gonna go into the tech. Okay. So for the basic ad setup, in any platform, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, there are 3 columns. The first column is what you call the campaign, and it answers the question, what do you want? What is your objective? Okay. Sa atin, we're gonna do conversions. So, ibig sabihin na conversions, we're gonna put a pixel or a line of code in the website, and if somebody buys, it will trigger Facebook, we tell Facebook na, okay, this person bought. Okay? Basta, to make it simple, just use conversions. Okay? So, campaign, what do you want? Okay, we want conversions. We want a sale. Okay? The next column is called ad set, which is who are you targeting? Okay? In my experience, pag maliit yung budget mo, when you do targeting, mag-work pa siya. But when we started spending 50 to 100,000 a day in ads just from Facebook alone, the targeting became useless. Okay? Because there's what you call also na mag-audience fatigue. Ibig sabihin, just targeting a very specific audience and then high budget ka, mauubos siya. So we started doing broad targeting, like talagang no targeting, okay? Especially if you're a high spender, okay? And now we just focus on what? The creatives, which is the third column, the ads. So in short, whether it may be Google, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, it follows this. Iba lang yung pangalan. For example, sa Google, sa YouTube, no? The ad set is called ad group. So parehas pa din, no? But campaign, who are you what's your objective? Ad set, who are you targeting? Ad is, what are you selling? So that's basically the ad setup. So Google nyo na lang how to set it up for TikTok and so on. But just giving you like the big high-level overview. Okay? So let's proceed. All right? So next is, since we've already discussed campaign, ad set, ads, the next thing that I want to cover also is what ad creatives are we gonna be producing. Okay? So, I'm gonna focus muna for our company, okay? But ito yung top 3 common, okay? First is testimonial ads. Second is spokesperson ads. Third is event teaser, okay? So testimonial ads is basically AI students or 16x students, or I have business influencer in the Philippines who are, sharing testimonies of me. So you can run this as ads. Second is spokesperson ads. This is like me talking to the camera, okay? So usually these are probably sharing glimpse of like the event topics. So let's say I'm talking about AI, just sharing value. Kumbaga, sometimes kasi ads, let's say I'm gonna do an event, no? And let's say in that event, I'm gonna be sharing with them, 10 things, 10 items, okay? 10 aha moments in that event. Those 10 things in that event, you can make it an ad. Kumbaga, let's say I share 10 strategies in that webinar, okay? Or in that event. So yung 10 strategies na yun, pwede yung gawin pang ad. So you share 1, make it an ad. 2, make it an ad. 3, make it an ad. 4, make it an ad. So you just give value and then tell them, hey, if you wanna discover more about this, I have a workshop, join here, okay? So that's, kumbaga, it's like a whole webinar presentation, divided it by and make it an ad, okay? Another is breaking objections. Addressing, I'm not techie, I don't have the capital, I'm too young, I'm too old. Those are another ads that we can create. But when I say spokesperson, it's just me talking to the camera, okay? Or skits or viral content. And third is event teaser, just having like an SDE for the event, showing them behind the scenes and so on. I'm gonna give you an example, no? So here are the ads that the content team submitted. Saan ba to, Kev? If I click here, where do I go? Add links. Okay, here you go. So let's see, let's look at this ad. So I think this is a spokesperson ad. Let's see.
Nakikita mo ba itong inhaler na ito? If you buy this sa market, probably you can get...
Okay, so this is a spokesperson ad, and this is a topic, this is one of the topics na, sinishare ko siya, pero ginawa ko lang ad, no? So, ganun.
Get it for around 100. Nakikita mo ba itong inhaler na ito? If you buy this sa market, probably you can get it for around 100 to 150 pesos. Pero do you know what? My team and I were able to sell this 10 times more than the market price, and still people loved buying our product. So if you want to sell more of your products at a higher price without worrying of getting more customers sa products mo, then watch this video and I will show you how. When it comes to running a business, most entrepreneurs think na para kumita ka ng mas malaking sales, kailangan mo magbenta to more customers. Ganon din kasi ako dati. Akala ko para kumita ng malaki, I just need to focus on customer acquisition. Magbenta lang na magbenta.
Hindi ko natatapusin pero it's like I'm just teaching there, no? Another is, let's find this one. There's another spokesperson.
Imagine having an
Spokesperson ad.
AI assistant that writes all your ads for you, deliver content that captures your audience interest, and drive sales. Sounds amazing? Keep watching to discover how AI can transform your ad creation process. Hi, my name is Fibo Lim, and I'm a marketing expert and business coach. I've helped countless businesses scale and succeed, and today I want to share with you an incredible tool that has revolutionized our ad creation process. It's AI. Creating effective ads used to be...
Okay, so there's another ad. There's another spokesperson. So ngayon, I'll show you testimonials. Let's see. And there's like AI images. If you can see, we're tracking the sales of each ad, no? Because we want to know what ads are working, what ads are not working. But let's just show a few like testimonials. So for example, this is like an influencer testimonial, no? So these are testimonial ads. Let's open one more. Let's open this. This is like a student testimonial. This is like
Yo,
influencer.
what's up? This is Real Talk Darwin. Just wanted to tell you guys that I have actually 4.5 million followers, and I've been doing content creation ever since 2018. And one of the things that I have difficulty on is how to market my product. Lalong-lalo na pag nagsisimula ka, hindi mo alam kung paano gagawin. And this is where Fibo Lim came in. Genius when it comes to marketing, and basically are able to create.
Okay, hindi ko na tatapusin yun. Another testimonial ad yun. This is another testimonial.
Hi, my name is Chris, isang OFW, cook sa barko. Ang natutunan ko sa workshop na to, nagkaroon ako ng right mindset, wisdom, pag-manage sa business.
So if you notice, the energy is not that high. So kaya if you notice, there's not much sales coming from this, right? So, ayun. Now, what I want to show you is event teaser ads naman. Show you an example of this. So this is like a combination of testimonial plus event teaser, no? But just want to show you an example.
They made 357 million sales in just 3 days.
In just 3 days, I earned 138,800,000.
I earned over
This is actually ano to siya, 16x. But just give an example of an event teaser ad.
40 million pesos on my personal sales, guys, in just 3 days.
By applying Fibo Lim's 16x Marketing Bootcamp, I earned 350,000 AED.
I earned 4 million and I was able to donate 400,000 sa charity.
every single person in this class made a sale before leaving this event. 357 million sales in 3 days. How is that even possible? Just mind-blowing, diba?
I thought I was the only one who was still in the R&D stage of business because I felt like I was exerting so much effort and yet parang walang nangyayari. Attending this in just a short amount of time, I have discovered na I've been doing things wrong.
Hindi ko natatapusin, pero if you could see, parang just showing them clips of the event, giving them that curiosity, no? So that's the event teaser ads. Okay, are you learning so far? So those are the types of creatives you can create. Next is what to say. Okay, now for you to know what to say, you have to do the market research. Pero good thing we've already done it for you. So this is our market research, the target market, the hopes and dreams. Hindi ko na i-discuss to, no? Hopes and dreams, pains and fears of our clients, objections and uncertainties. Okay? And this is like the deep dive. Like for every industry, we have done our research, the problems, challenges, the emotional. This actually came from the audience mouth. No, this is not like us creating it lang. Like talagang we compiled this na ito talaga yung sinasabi nila na challenges and problems nila. No? So, yun. You can just ask this from Kevin, your department head. Customer avatar, name, age, education, relationship, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So you reading this, you would have an idea, okay, who is our ideal target market? Like this is like Sophia is the name of our target market. She's 45 years old. This is her occupation, current job, blah, 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 pain points, and so on. Okay? So I'll just proceed na. Ngayon, what to say? Just 3 things. Just make sure you have these 3 things. Hook, value, offer. That's it, no? Hook, it can be visual hook or auditory hook. Okay? So ideally, there was an ad that you saw, no? na it started with, "Hi, my name is blank." So technically, that's not a good hook because nobody cares who your name is. Okay? So visual, they see it, and most people remember 85% of the users on Facebook has no audio. So like, it starts with visual hook. Now when they turn on the audio, how can you like catch attention the first 3 seconds that they say, no? Value is dapat from the ad pa lang, they got value already. Okay? You don't want na just them to just pitch something like, "Hey, I'm doing a workshop, buy here." But it may work, but if all your ads are like that, nobody starts to care. Okay? When they see my face, they won't click anymore because all they have in mind is me just selling. So, to counter that, I do a hook, I give value, aha learning, ibig sabihin, if I share 10 strategies in my event, I share one strategy of that in one ad, the second strategy in the second ad, the third strategy in the third ad. Or again, I break objections. Okay? So AI, akala nila na para lang to sa mga techie person. Pero what if I tell you that AI is technically just how you operate Facebook? It's just another platform. Parang ganun, no? Pain and pleasure, what's the problems that you're experiencing? For example, as a business owner, we keep on hiring employees, and as the more we hire, the more we increase our overhead expenses. But what if I tell you, you can now produce videos, images, text, copies, run ads, and so on, without even hiring an editor, without hiring a graphic designer, and without even hiring a customer support? That's what you're going to discover in this training. So addressing the pain and sharing with them the pleasure. And then the offer, which is, the event natin. So yun lang. This is all you need. I start first with the value. Okay, what am I gonna teach? What objection am I breaking? What pain am I gonna address? What pleasure am I gonna address? And then, before ko gagawin yung hook, I start with the value, and then, okay, ito yung ito yung aha learning, ito yung tuturo ko. What's my hook on this? Okay, ganun siya. Okay? So, next, how to reduce ad costs. Okay, how many of you have this question, no? Now, how do you want to reduce ad costs? Type number 2 in the chat. Now, as what I've shared, there are a lot of strategies like lookalike audience, retargeting, blah, 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 blah. But the one strategy that I've always implemented na never talaga na nagkamali ako, no? It's this. Okay? It is, drumroll, ad creatives. Creating quality and quantity ad creatives. Like, if that's just what you do and you stop messing around with ads, no? And that's it, trust me, that's 80% of the success of all our campaigns. Like, but may pangalawa pa. The second is ad creatives ulit. The third is ad creatives, and that's it. Okay? So, for me, ads is really 80% content creation. Okay? There's like look-alike and so on, but trust me, when you're a high spender, like malaki na yung sinispend mo, you can just target broad and just focus on your ad creatives, making it really good, targeting the right audiences through the ad creatives instead of targeting it on Facebook. Make the ad creatives so good na it calls out the audience. The pain and pleasure, breaking objections, yun lang. So, I experienced this because in our supplement company, our target audience are senior citizens, no? So what I did was, I was targeting doctors. I was targeting mga herbal, MX3, mga supplements, no? MX3. I even had a software where I can target Facebook groups. I even had a software where we could target the followers of a page. Just imagine that, no? We can create a custom audience targeting the followers of Doc Willie, targeting the followers of mga doctor, all the doctors, no? Or even we could have we can target the fans of MX3 in a page, which is 20,000, So we had all of those, okay? And we had an ad which had no targeting. Okay? Do you know what ad convert the most? Is actually I would say na same lang yung results, no? With all those targeting versus the ad that we had no targeting. Okay? And because I wanted to make it simple, we eliminated everything and just did no targeting and just focus all over the energy in creating ad creatives. Okay? So this is my ano. So ngayon, what I'm sharing with you are the things that work for me. You can experiment on your own. If you feel na you'd want to do look-alike, retargeting, go ahead, no problem. But I'm just sharing with you the simple, the 20% only that produces the 80%. Okay. Now, I already discussed how to determine a winning and losing ad. Yung senior ko kanina ng mga kabayo, no? The real KPI talaga is how much cost, yung cost in getting a customer, no? If you have ad one, I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, so if you have like, oops. Okay, add 1, add 2, add 3. Add 1 is cost niya 500 pesos to get a customer. Ito 450. Ito 250. Okay. So 500 to get a customer, 450 to get a customer, 250 to get a customer. What is this saying? What this saying is ad 3 is working. So therefore I might have to kill ad 1 and ad 2 and reallocate the budget to ad 3 because mas mura siya to get a customer because probably maganda yung ad 3. Gets mo? Yun lang. That's how simple it is. Ideally for me, I give a 3-day I test it for 3 days and then pag pangit talaga yung results, patayin ko na siya, no? So probably within 24 to 72 hours yung testing phase ko. If medyo 50-50, I give, kasi sometimes you don't know if it's winning or losing, tama? Like nasa gitna siya. I give it more time. So probably aabot ng 5 days, 7 days, no? It's up to you. So I'm giving you the freedom to experiment. Again, what I'm just sharing are things that I'm doing, and it's up to you what you want to model. Clear? Okay. Ngayon, the next thing that I want to share is that now that you know, that the secret to reducing your ad costs is to create quality and quantity ads. The next thing is how do you create unlimited ads? Okay. Now, to create unlimited ads, this is the process that we do. Okay. It is, hindi ko alam anong tawag nito. I should start putting a name to it. Pero eto siya. Pakita ko na lang sa inyo, no? So if you can see here, I'm gonna exit everything. Okay, so if you're gonna see here, add links. Can you see this na my video ad 1, hook 1, video ad 2, hook 2, video ad 3, 1 hook 3. Let me show you, no? So it is just one video ad, but has 3 different hooks. So let me share with you. So this video, look, how you can increase your sales sa business mo even without getting more customers. Let's find out. When it comes to running a business, so if you notice, that's the hook 1. This is the hook 2. Nakikita mo, play ko ulit yung isa para makita nyo. How you can increase your sales sa business mo even without getting more customers. Let's find out. When it comes to running a business, most entrepreneurs think na para kumita ka ng mas malaking sales, kailangan mo magbenta to more customers. Ganon din kasi ako. Okay. That's the hook 1. Same content, different hook. Hook to same content. Ano ba itong inhaler na ito? If you buy this sa market, probably you can get it for around 100 to 150 pesos. Pero do you know what? My team and I were able to sell this 10 times more than the market price, and still people loved buying our product. So if you want to sell more of your products at a higher price without worrying of getting more customers sa products mo, then watch this video and I will show you how. When it comes to running a business, most entrepreneurs think na para kumita ka ng mas malaking sales, kailangan mo magbenta to more customers. Ganun. So if you notice, the content is the same, but the first few seconds is different. The hook was different, no? So again, this is hook number 3, but the same content. This one question changed the way how I do business. This is the exact same question billionaires ask tulad nila Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary, and Damon John before they invest in a business. At kung malaman mo ang sagot sa tanong na ito, you can double, quadruple, or even 16x your sales even without chasing new customers every day. Paano? Make sure na panoorin mo ang video na ito. When it comes to running a business, most entrepreneurs think na para kumita ka ng mas malaking sales, kailangan mo magbenta to more customers. So are you getting this? If you notice, yung content talaga, parehas lang talaga siya. Yung first 30 second, 20 second lang yung difference. Gigets nyo? So, in creating ads, okay, here's the, in creating unlimited ads, all you have to do is what? Create 3 hooks, 3 ads, that's already 9 ads. What's better? Create 5 hooks, 5 ads, that's 25 ads. Or you can create 10 hooks for 1 ad and create 10 ads just like that, that's 100 ads. Okay? So instead of creating 100 ads, you can just create 10 ads and create 10 hooks for each ad. Tama ba? 10 times 10, 100, no? Oo. So, tama. So just create 10 ads and have 10 hooks for each ad, and just like that, meron ka ng 100 ads. Okay? So, yun. That's technically how we do it, no? Creating unlimited ads. So, instead of creating more ads, you want to create more hooks. Okay? Yun. Ganun lang yung secret, guys. No? So, are you learning so far? Can you type number 5 in the chat if you're learning? Okay. So, now, in terms of the system, so the problem here, kasi if you have like 100 ads, kasi these are 100 ad variations already. No? How can you track? So one of the ways is Google Sheet, but one of the things that we do in resell is we use ClickUp or a project management tool. No, so this is how we do it. Okay. So if you can see, zoom in ko na lang. So it starts first. So treat this like a manufacturing firm, no? Now, when in a manufacturing, there's like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So when producing an ad, it goes through a series of steps also, no? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, no? So in this case, the first thing is raw media, no? So like may testimonial, ganun. Tapos the team will check kung pasado ba yung testimonial na yun, no? So if you can see, may naka-assign dito si Giselle, ito yung second, may naka-assign. So hindi ko na i-discuss how this works talaga, but how to do this. But I just want you to understand the process. You can use a lot of platforms, Notion, Monday, Asana, and so on. No? So there's a testimonial. I-check kung pasado ba yung testimonial na yun. Ipapasa na sa video editor. If you can see, may number 3. No? Ipapasa na sa video editor. These are cards, by the way. So you can move. For example, okay na to, no? Let's say okay na to, pasado na to. Ipapasa na namin sa editor, lagay namin dyan. Okay? So like we don't have to tell the editor, may bago kang i-edit. We use processes now just like this. We move this card to number 3 and then we assign it to an editor. So ganun siya. That's how it works. And now that editor will get notified na meron siyang bagong i-edit without us telling the new editor meron siyang bagong i-edit. Tapos step 4 is add copy. Step 5 is i-review yung ad. Step 6 is for publish na siya. And then, after for publish, ilalagay namin dito sa tatlong buckets na to. No? Testing ads, if we're still testing this ad. Winning, kung winning na siya. Losing, kung losing siya. So we know na these are the losing ads. Or we know na these are the winning ads. Diba? So it's easy na pwede namin mabalikan. So this is both videos and image ads. Okay? And these are the testing ads. So, ganun. Yun yung process namin. Okay, are you learning so far? Can you give me a number 5 in the chat? If you're learning from this. Okay. And lastly is pro tips, no? So first is don't assume, test, and verify. So don't assume, okay, this will not work. You always want to test and you want the numbers to decide for you. Okay. Second is what you cannot measure, you cannot improve. So if you're not tracking, you don't know how much sales this ad is making, you don't know what to improve. Okay? So always track. 80% of ads is really just content creation. Assuming na okay na yung funnel, okay na yung sale. Offer mo, sales process. In this case, you don't have to worry about it because you're already okay na yun. Okay? Just focus on the ads. So 80% of ads is just really creating new ad creatives and content. And if ads are getting expensive, just create more creatives. That's it.